Hi, today I'd like to show you a few more recent purchases of coins. This one is of the Soviet Union of 1922. I think it's one of the earliest coins of the Soviet Union because after the revolution there was a lot of turmoil because there was a civil war between the whites, which were the monarchists who wanted to restore the monarchy, and the reds, who were the communists who wanted to set up a Soviet Union. Eventually, by 1922, the Soviets had won mainly under Trotsky, who was the sort of commander, who was later killed in Mexico by Stalin. And the Soviets won, so this is one of the coins that they would have produced. It's actually of silver, probably because they needed to put it in a precious metal because not many other places would accept non-silver coins from Soviet Union because it's such a new state. And on the other side we've got sort of like a rising sun, I think it is, with 20 kopecks, 1922. So that's quite an early Soviet Russian coin. Next one we have is from Sweden, 25 or 1890, quite nice condition. And on this one we've got the symbol, and you've got the three crowns there. You've got one on each side and then one at the bottom. Now that is a sort of symbol of Sweden. If you see Swedish coins and stamps, they tend to have that three crown symbol on them. Now this one we got Malaya, 1945. So it was just after the end of the Second World War. Malaya had been captured by the Japanese, occupied by the Japanese, and Singapore had been occupied by the Japanese. And so this was probably soon after the liberation of Malaya. They produced this coin. $0.05. Then on this side you've got George VI, King and Emperor of India. So very soon after the Second World War, the British Empire started to disintegrate. There was lots of nationalist movements in all the countries, and they started to break up. And Britain wasn't the power it used to be. This one is Brazil, quite a large coin, this one. Brazilian coins, I think these sort of earlish ones, this is 1895, they're quite a bit boring really. There's not a lot of Ordem e Progresso, that is the sort of, that's on the flag I believe, that's sort of their motto. Reis. That's the 1895 Republica does this. So that's United States of Brazil really. You got those things, but it's quite a plainish sort of coin. So they're the sort of four coins I have. Now this one, it's the Royal Mint. Where's that a bit more? It's quite a big box. It's the usual box you get for the Royal Mint. The actual cardboard one is A Time to Reflect, and I don't think it's that nice actually. So let's have a look inside. We have the coin itself, the First World War Armistice, 1918. So the war wasn't done by a clear victory, it was an armistice, that is like both sides laying down their arms. And this is why Hitler thought they'd been betrayed because they hadn't actually been defeated as such. They just sort of laid down their arms and made a peace treaty. The truth untold, the pity of war. This is a saying from, I think it is somebody Owen. It's in the thing, we'll see it when you look at the pamphlet. And on the other side it's Elizabeth, sort of with a, so it's silver with a gold touch to it. Now these are Piedfort coins, so they're twice the thickness of an ordinary coin. So if you get an ordinary coin, it's half that. So it's quite a thick coin. Then we'll look at the little booklet. Now you've got, if you want to read it, you can stop it, pause it and read it. And it was on the 11th day of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, so it's 11 o'clock on the 11th day of November. This came into effect, this armistice. This is about the designer. Wilfred Owen, he's the guy. And unfortunately he died near the end of the battle. He was injured earlier on in the war. He was recovering and then he was sent back. And when he was sent back, he died only a week or so, I think it was maybe even less than that, before the end of the war. So it must have been awful for his parents, who probably thought everything's okay, only to get that dreaded telegram. And there he is, Wilfred Owen. I've never read much of his poetry. I'm not a great poetry person, I don't understand it myself, but there you go. And there's the train where the armistice was signed. This left a bitter taste in many Germans who thought they had been betrayed, especially people like Hitler. And so it sort of went on to become the Second World War, from all the problems that came out of the armistice of the First World War. Well, I hope you found that of some interest, and I'll come back to you soon. Bye.